Hey, what's happening everyone? FM Journeyman here, and welcome back to A Dolphin's Tale. This is episode 7, and today we have another relegation showdown against Truro City in our quest to avoid relegation. Hey everyone, once again, welcome back to A Dolphin's Tale. Now, in today's episode, we take on Truro City, who currently sit 22nd in the table. They are pretty much gone. They are relegated. I would say they're 7 points behind us right now. Negative 35 goal difference, so they're pretty much done. I think so. So this should be an easy victory today. Fingers crossed, of course. So originally the plan was to play Hampton and Richmond, but unfortunately fixtures got moved around for whatever reason. Didn't actually pay attention. But we were supposed to play Hampton, but today we're playing Truro instead. So let's take a look at some of the results since the last time you joined us. First was a 4-1 defeat against Bishop at Stortford. We were pretty much dominated from start to finish, and it's not surprising that we lost this game. They were just much better than us. Next up, we lost 1-0 to East Thurrock. This is a very tight game. I felt like we could have got something out of, but unfortunately an early goal from Sam Higgins made it very difficult, kind of an uphill battle after he scored. Then we beat Hungerford 1-0. This was a huge result for us just because Hungerford are also struggling to starve off relegation right now, and they're definitely one of our competitors at the bottom of the table. And so this is a great result. Richard Gillespie coming off the bench to get the winner in the 74th minute. Then most recently we drew 0-0 against Welling. This is a game that I'm happy to kind of get the draw from, just because Welling were playing really well. As you can see, 15 shots on our goal. Possession was 50-50, but we never got in the game itself. So we were lucky to come away with a draw and a clean sheet. So we are currently set 19th in the table, just outside of the relegation zone, as you can see. Right now, we're just outside of our goal difference. Hungerford are equal on points with us, and so are Margate below us in the table. And Western-super-Mare are 4 points ahead of us. So this is a huge game today. We've gone back to the 4-4-1-1 formation we had at the start of the season, and it's doing okay. So I'm going to stick with it just because it's a little more defensively solid than the 4-3-3. So this is today's lineup. Ranconi in goal, Brian at right back, Chris and Sakuna at centre half with Slocum at left back, Balbaghi on the right, Connolly on the left, Moore Wakefield and Ibamir in the advanced playmaker role, with Jamal Murray playing up top by himself. Alright, so let's get this game rolling and started. We're actually our favourites to win today against Truro, so that says how good a team Truro are. And they've got the main striker is a guy named Andrew Neal. Nothing spectacular, only got 4 goals so far this season, but knowing our luck, he'll score against us today. Alright, so let's kick off today's game and let's get a much needed victory. Alright, so approaching half time, there's not been one single highlight left yet so far in this game. We're controlling possession and we have more shots than they have. They've had 1 shot on goal, we've had 5. Possession is pretty much in our favour, but there's not been one single highlight to talk about in this game thus far. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to switch to an attacking style. We're going to go for it because at home against Truro, we need to get a victory. These are games we have to win if we want to stay up in this league. I'm also thinking about making a change. I'm going to bring off Ibamira, and I'm going to put I'm going to put Gillespie in the hole. A little strange. He's not really known to play that position, but I'm going to put in there anyway. But I'm also going to have to change his style. I'm actually going to put him as a shadow striker instead. Bit of a gamble, but I feel like that kind of gamble might actually pay off for us here. Alright, so 60 minutes in and nothing has happened yet. This will be 2 games in a row where nothing's happened for you guys, so that's pretty boring stuff. Let's go ahead and make another change. I'm actually going to switch Lowe and Gillespie. Lowe is going to go to the bench for Sean Cooper. Corby Moore is going to play the attacking playmaker role instead. We're going to revert back to our original style. We're still on attacking and we're still on fluid. Here's a chance right now. That's the first highlight of the game. Gillespie gets at the edge of the area, plays it back to Wakefield. Cooper to Balbaghi, Baggy to Moore, Moore to Gillespie in the box, good save from Rice, and Reece Connolly was offside, but that was a good opportunity, the first clear-cut chance of the game for, and Richard Gillespie's been on about 25 minutes before he got that chance, and it looks like Gillespie's going to have to go off injured here. Unlove will come on in his place. He's going to go a bit more of a poacher role, and Moore will keep him as a advanced playmaker. Alright, so obviously disappointed to lose Gillespie, our top goal scorer of the season, but Unlove has done well in the limited time he's played. He hasn't played much due to fatigue. Here's maybe a late chance for someone. No, 88 minutes on the clock. Yeaton, play to Cook. Cook to Allen. Allen to Yeaton. Good build-up play to Knowles at the edge of the area. And Chris fouls him at the edge of the area. This is a very dangerous position for to concede a free kick. Who steps up here? Thompson. Not familiar with him. Thompson shoots and scores. And scores. Of course he scores. 89 minutes on the clock. Niall Thompson makes it 1-0 to Truro. Oh dear, and that goal has put us into the relegation zone, as you can see on the table on the left-hand side of the screen. And Thompson buries it from about 25 yards out. That was their first and only shot on goal so far this game. Oh dear, we've only got less than half a minute until the full-time whistle's due to blow. Cooper gives it away and fouls his man, and this should probably run out the clock. I've got no words, unfortunately. This is a game I had penned in as a win, and it's a 1-0 defeat, so disappointing, extremely disappointing, really frustrating, very, very frustrating stuff. As you can see, we pretty much, well, I mean, we deserved to win that game. I mean, we didn't have many opportunities, but we still dominated the play. That's been a common trend so far this season, and unfortunately that result has slipped us into the relegation zone. We have a game in hand, though, over Hungerford and Gosport, so that gives us at least a little bit of an opportunity, and I think the game in hand is against Hampton and Richmond, the one that got moved. So some very, very important fixtures are coming up. First up, we have Oxford, a city away from home. That's tough because they're second in the table right now. Hampton are doing well at 5th, Concord in 9th, Chelmsford 15th, and then Hemel Hempstead, Bath, Whitehawk, and Dartford finish off the season. So we've still got a lot of work to do if you want to try and avoid relegation. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to play Hampton and Richmond in the next episode. So we're going to skip over the Oxford game, and I'll join you guys back for the Hampton and Richmond. Obviously, it's going to be a very tough end of the season. I'm hoping we can avoid relegation. If we can, I feel like I can restructure this team and build it around my specifications, because right now I'm having to try and find players and use players and positions I'm not familiar with, and it's just proven very, very difficult challenge so far. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit like. If you want to see more videos from me, remember to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.